Hello and welcome back. Today we're gonna take a look at some vintage style model kits that I built a long time ago. These are not vintage, but they are re-released in early, well, maybe late 80s to early 90s. And here are some of my model kits. So we're gonna start off with a Y-Wing. Really nice. It did come with a stand and yeah, I never used it. I had this one hanging from my ceiling for a long time. And it can open the cockpit just a tad. And it also came with landing gears, which I never used. As I said, I had it hanging from the ceiling. But I do like this one. Next we have an ATST, All-Terrain Scout Transport, or Chicken Walker. And this one was quite fragile, so the cannon broke off here, so I might fix it one day. But it looks kind of cool. And then we have the Snowspeeder. And this one I have used the stand for. It has some moving parts here with these flaps beneath it all, and also on the top here. Let's see, they're hard to get a hold of. But yeah, it's more like steering vanes when they fly. So it has a moving harpoon gun, and you can't open the cockpit. And just see how they wanted us to paint the pilots. When I painted this, I was thinking of throwing out the instructions and just paint the pilots as they should have been, but no, I followed the instructions, and this is how it turned out. And next we have Vader's TIE Fighter, the TIE Advanced. A really cool ship. And it did also come with some stands, but I think it looks better just resting on the wings. But you can open the hatch a little bit, and you can see the top of the helmet of Vader. So he's in there. And then we have a smaller TIE Interceptor, a real beauty. And this is the kind of stand that came with most smaller vehicles, like the Y-Wing had the same type of stand, but I only used the stand on this one because I want it flying. And no moving parts on this one, but it's really beautiful. And next we have the speeder bike with the Biker Scout or Scout Trooper. I do like this one, and I was really happy as a kid how the paint turned out on this one. And it comes with a normal stand here, but I never use it. I use a small piece of plastic instead. So it stands a little bit better, and yeah, it works. And I think this homemade stand is more sturdy than the other stand I showed you for the TIE Interceptor. And let's see. The next one will be the AT-AT, All-Terrain Armed Transport. And yeah, I think I made this one a little bit too rusty. But yeah, who knows? There might be a couple out there that looks like this. And he looks a little bit sad with the head down. It's because it's supposed to move. It's a rubber band in the neck here, and I'm amazed that it still holds together, but it's lost, well, some action. But yeah, still kind of cool. And this model came with 2 small turrets and 2 small snow speeders. So it's still a really nice model kit. Then we have the Slave 1. I know the red color isn't perfect, but yeah, it pops out on a shelf. And you can see a Boba Fett in there. The wings can fold like this, so he can fly and land. Really nice kit. And he has a really cool stand here. And these can move a little. And a fun feature is Han Solo in carbonite. So this must be one of my favorite model kits. And then we have a real vintage one. I not really used the correct colors for his chest box, but yeah, it's an old Darth Vader. And his arm is supposed to be movable, but it broke once and I glued it in place. But the eyes of the helmet and the lightsaber are glow in the dark. Kinda cool. And next we have one of my other favorites, the X-Wing. And you can open the wings up like this. And it does come with a stand like this, and you can either display it like this, or there's another hole here like this. Really cool. And I do think the R2 is supposed to come loose. I think I glued mine in. No, you can remove him. But the pilot is in the cockpit. And yeah, it's really cool. There is a smaller one in the same size as the Y-Wing. And frankly, I don't know where I have that one, but this one is a really cool one, and they later used this exact model for the in-flight X-Wing they released in the 90s. And you had a big piece of plexiglass that you put the cockpit and nose through, so it looked like it was flying. I do have that model kit too, but it's the same one as this one, so yeah, really cool. And the last one, it's Yoda's hut on Dagobah. And I know R2 is supposed to lean over and look through here, but I opted for placing him a bit back here, because it's easier to lift the lid. So you have Yoda and you have Luke Skywalker. And it's filled with snakes. It's one behind here. Let's see. You can move these boxes out of the way. And there's supposed to be a snake back there. And looks really cool. And I know some kids that didn't have the Kenner playset of Dagobah. They bought this one, took away the figures here, and used the base as a playset. And that works really well, actually. And these boxes are working. I haven't painted the inside, so not much to see there, but yeah. Really nice. And looks really cool. And I think that's about it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more real soon. But until then, bye-bye.